would this even have been possible 26 years ago? I spent the first 6 years of my life in a Russian orphanage. I was born in the spring of 1989 in St. Petersburg, Russia, with a condition called spina bifida. Now, for you that don't know what that is, it's where you have your spinal column sticking out and surgery must be done immediately after birth. But for me, that was not the case. Doctors and nurses believed that I wouldn't survive, so they waited 21 days in order to do my surgery. Shortly after my surgery, I was moved into orphanage number 13 to live out what might have been a very short life. Living in the orphanage, there was no medical treatment, which means no wheelchairs available. So I taught myself how to walk on my hands using my arms as my legs. Now, as sad as that may seem, living life without a wheelchair, some people believe that walking on my hands has brought me so much strength on the track, but really success in life. This has convinced me that we are who we are from the moment that we are born. It is our job to take the gifts that we are given and use them the best way that we can. 6 years later, I never imagined how drastically my life would have changed when a woman happened to walk through that door. The woman is here with me today, and she is my mom, Tatyana. The connection was instantaneous, and I knew from that moment that was my mother. I actually had no idea what was about to happen when I was adopted. I had no idea about the boundless opportunities that were about to come. I was told that once I left the orphanage and came to America, that I could have everything that I dreamed of. Well, when we got to Moscow, I thought we were in America. The hotel had thousands of lights, beautiful bedrooms, and of course, plenty of food. When we got into the airplane, there was plenty more food, beautiful seats, and of course, more food. So then I thought we were in America again. But when I got home, I had my own room, my own bed, my own clothes, plenty of food to eat, and was surrounded by love. Then I knew I was in America. I knew that I was home. Everything was new to me. I didn't know what it was like to go to school, go to a grocery store, because in fact, I've never had a wheelchair. But most importantly, I had a family of my own, something that I dreamed of but never thought would happen to me. When you spend the first 6 years in an orphanage, you never take your parents or family for granted. And you say thank you to each and every one, and say thank you to each and every day for the opportunities that they have given to you, the doors that are opened, and the dreams that they've helped you to come true. Now, my mom tells me this story of me, my wheelchair, and our big driveway that sloped downhill. My need for speed took over at a very early age. I would probably say around 7. I took off down that big driveway doing wheelies as fast as I could. While getting to the bottom, of course, I crashed. My poor mom dusted me off, kissed me on the cheek, and drove me to the hospital so we could get stitches. She told me next time I get to the bottom to stop after you do wheelies down that hill. Well, right then, the need for speed was born, and definitely a racer was born as well. My friends in school had never seen Amy in a wheelchair before, but they've never thought me as handicapped. In fact, one afternoon, we got a van full loaded of my friends, and we drove to the movies. When we pulled up into the handicapped parking spot, my friends looked at my mom and said, "Why are you parking here?" And she said, "Well, Tatyana needs this spot." And they said, "Tatyana's not handicapped, she's just Tatyana." Now that's a label I can definitely live with. But it always wasn't that easy. There was ups and downs. There were labels that were not so kind. accepted me. Not everyone believed that I could do anything. When I was in high school, I tried to join the track team, but they told me I could not join. They told me that there was clubs for kids like me and races for my own kind. I was 15 years old when I went to court to fight for the right to be treated equally and to be allowed to race alongside of able-bodied runners. The case was fought in the courtroom, the locker room, and the press. Not always easy for a 15-year-old. After 2 long years, we achieved victory by creating new law that has been embraced nationwide, forever changing the face of high school athletics by providing equal access for all.